So don't you think, I mean, you're absolutely 100% correct that this is why people are in the streets, because of the broken criminal justice system. But my question to you right now is, what do you think the average American would do if they understood, like Darryl Berry Darryl Berry believed in his government 100% before they did this to him, you know? And what do you think the average person would do when they find out that there's no such thing? Like what you're describing, it's like like what you're describing is so outrageous, like in the courtroom. These are people's lives. And you know all this, but what do you think?
I would say this, that unfortunately, the only people that are outraged by it are the people that are directly impacted by it, which are...
And the others don't believe it.
Well, they don't believe it, and it doesn't directly impact them. You see what I'm saying? Like, it directly impacts the minority communities and the socioeconomic, communities.
Or if you've got a lot of, in Michigan with the shitty forfeiture laws, you got a lot of money they can take from you. They're going to hassle you for 4 years, like Darryl.
Unequivocal. But, even though, Darryl's situation, I think you can carve it as a little bit, its own like country. You know what I mean? But across the state,
planet.
Across the state, the way they get to 25 million in 2011 or 12 in forfeitures is from picking off everybody. Every grow.
25 million that they reported.
Right.
They didn't have to write it down at that point. Still, they didn't have to write down what they took.
Right.
I didn't have to write it down.
Yeah, right. So whatever it was not with any with using any discretion. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is it wasn't like the comment was it wasn't seizing an airplane and a bunch of jewelry or some kind of whatever that associated drug dealer kind of overkill of
Lamborghinis,
material, items. No, they're taking people's
backyard.
Yeah, they're taking people's like baby carriages and their guitar collection and their baseball card collection.
Mop.
Well, you probably used all
mops.
of your proceeds from your drug business to buy all those things.
Change jar.
But
Therefore, we can
But
take them,
Mop.
right, Michael?
my point was that I think
took
that
my mop.
I think look, if you've got the 1%, if
We're in the process of doing some stuff.
if you've got the 1% of 1%ers or whatnot, they're not, if they're gonna be involved with cannabis, they're buying it from someone. You know what I mean? It's not like, I'm saying, just in the world of, and anyone that's involved with cannabis and in a certain socioeconomic class, they're asked, like it's almost like that's where they're gonna go. And if you have cannabis, that's our tool to rip you out of the car. That's a tool to search your vehicle and impound it and get money. And it's a way for us to get a search warrant and go to your house. I mean, these games have been, these games were real. This is the way they did. Pull over a caregiver. They get in your fucking house.
They drive to your house.
Because you're a caregiver.
Yes.
What about the part of the law that you can't use a card as probable cause? Did you ever read the law?
Yeah.
The whole thing? No. I'm just saying these are
I
questions.
did.
Yeah, right.
These are questions that
I've seen you ask cops that on the stand. You ever read the law? No. No,
Yeah,
none of
like
them
that.
did.
I'm just saying, and
The whole
this is
thing.
why they are rioting in the
The
streets.
whole thing?
See,
What do you
this is
mean?
why they're riding in the
But
streets.
you know what, though,
Am I
Michael?
supposed to
You
know the
have the
laws?
key. Like, I think things are changing and very quickly. And I think that people who have the power to affect change in the criminal justice system care about the criminal justice system right now. And what you're talking about, the changes that need to happen in the courtroom and between the prosecutors and the judges and all this stuff, those are really the answers in a lot of ways to what the folks that are rioting in the streets are looking for as well.